demonstration for a keylogger. So keylogger basically logs all the keystrokes that you do on a website. This is called credential harvester, one kind of credential harvester, um, in which what happens is that whenever you so this is basically having a client server architecture in which your target website in which you inject so you need to have vulnerability there so that you can inject your JavaScript. Once you've injected a JavaScript that can make connection a WebSocket connection using which you'll send log all the keystrokes to your server which you can note it down. uh, Basically you do it on login form or whatever like that. So this is a demonstration. This is the tool that I've created called Huntsman. This has the feature of keylogging as well. So it has many features. It's a Swiss knife basically, uh, but keylogger is one of it, and that is what I'm going to display to demonstrate now. This is the keylogger. For more information, I'll put a link to this project in this demo video and the description of this video. So if you want to know how to do that, just do this. So it basically requires a listener port, the port on which, so typically you'll run it on the server. In this case, I'm running it on my local machine. So you just need to pass the port on which you want the server to run, on which you can capture the keystrokes. I'm by default doing it on 8195. Make sure the port is available. And this WebSocket location is typically suppose you are running so this port is all so you'll run it on the server, so definitely you just need port for running it. But this is the client, this part will be in the client, so you need to pass the entire address, domain name and port name. Since my client is also running on my same machine, so I'm putting it localhost. This is the default, you can pass anything. So let's run this. For this, what you need to do is Huntsman keylogger -w. If you remember, this is a shorthand -h for help, -l for listener port, -w, and long is this one. I can use long and short both. So let's use this Huntsman keylogger -w for passing the address on which for so that the client can connect. So this is basically the address of the server. In this case, this is localhost, and we will be running in it in, let's say, port 8192. This is the default as well. And now the port on which you want to run this server, so the port of this machine on which you are running it. So here again, it is 8192. It is basically same. Localhost 8192 is the WebSocket address, the address of this machine with the IP, and there is the port. It is running. As you can see, the WebSocket server is running on port localhost 8192, and this is the port on which it is running. WebSocket will connect to this and this port. So this part should be clear. Now let me show a very simple example of a web page. This is the web page. Very simple. I'll show the code as well. So, you can see that right now it is not capturing anything. When I start writing, something is wrong here. Let me see. Mm, so the code for this HTML file, let me open this one. Oh, sorry. So this is hard coded, but ideally you will like to change it to some default, something that you can dynamically put. So since it is 8192, make sure. So this is basically the address that you will be putting. So this is localhost 8192. This is the address that should be going here in this code part. Localhost 8192. This is this should be put here. It's hard coded right now because I'm just putting it. This is just a HTML file which is stored in my local machine, and I'm opening from here. Ideally, you would be serving this page over a server, so you can make the changes dynamically. Now, since it is there, let me try to refresh it. Now you'll see that there's a connection from this. Now, whatever you type, let's say I typed A, you see message from this A. Then let me type Souvik. You see that this is captured. First A is captured, then S is captured, O is captured. I mean, the formatting is wrong. Yeah, I'll fix that one. But you get the point, right? A, I, then K. Ideally, it should be a new line. I don't know why this is coming up, but I'll fix it. So let me show you how I'm fixing it. That should be a good practice as well. So this is the part. So this should be really fast. That's why I'm showing it as well. This is the keylogger part. I use Vim. You can use anything you want. So the keylogger part, the listener part. These are the two routes on which I'm serving. So let's see this one. The WebSocket part. First of all, upgrading the HTTP. You don't need to worry about this code since I'm making the change. That's why I'm showing it. But you basically don't need to do it. This is the part. I'm having backslash and as well. This should be fixed. You see, I just put the backslash in so that it is a new line all the time. I need to rebuild. Let me run the commands again. There is nothing. If I refresh this page, it will show that there's a new connection. You see, there's a new connection. Now, if I'm typing S, it's coming here. Then let's say whatever I type, it basically captures the keystrokes. Let's say U, it captured U. So anything I type, let's say I typed Souvik. So you see Souvik. So whatever the user is typing, he or she doesn't know, but it is being logged. Right now, I'm just printing it to the console, but ideally, you'll wish to want it to store it somewhere persistent. But this is just for demonstration purpose. So hope you guys liked it. You can always find it. Uh, I'll provide the URL to this project. Please do check it out and do start it if you like my project. Thank you so much.